Hello and good day from rainy South Florida, rainy Miami, Florida. This is Coach Mario from Warriors Pride Boxing Academy with another episode from Inside the Ropes with Coach Mario. How you guys doing? Hope everything's good with everybody, all your boxing fans. Um, it's been raining cats and dogs here in Miami for the last week. I've been trying to get my landscaper guy down here, but it's been raining so much that the grass is a little overgrown. But yeah, trying to stay dry. Haven't been able to really go out to the range like I like to on weekdays because of all the rain. But sun is back out, and so I'm outside just relaxing a little bit and want to share my thoughts with you guys about the trilogy. The trilogy fight between Canelo Alvarez, the super middleweight champion, undisputed champion of the world, and Triple G, Gennady Golovkin, on their rubber match. Guys, I don't know about you guys. I don't know about everybody else, and I'm definitely not sure how the Canelo fan club hails this fight as something great, a great achievement in the career of Canelo Alvarez. To be honest with you, and this is going to be a short episode. I just want to rant a little bit, disappointed by the performance of both boxers. This actually looked like a glorified sparring session. Glorified sparring session that probably belonged in a different type of venue. Now looking back at it, there were great hopes from everybody, but after watching the fight, I think it belonged more to the Legends tour that Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. had a while back. I don't know if you guys remember that. 50 plus year old former greats fighting. This looked like it could belong as a co-main event on that Legends event, Legends tour, whatever Tyson called it. I think it actually left a lot to be desired. Canelo gassed out. Golovkin hardly threw a right hand. Canelo didn't go to the body. And like I called it, and a lot of people, a lot of experts and boxing fans and Canelo lovers and fanatics were saying that Canelo was going to knock out Golovkin and he was going to put him out. And even Canelo swore that he was going to end Golovkin's career by knocking him out. And that wasn't so. All right. So I didn't see any sense of urgency from Canelo to put Golovkin away. If I was to be a conspiracy theorist, which I'm not, I'm actually a realist and somebody that goes by facts. I'm an impartial, free-thinking, critical thinker who actually looks at different things and does not get carried away by fanatical thoughts about a fighter. I would say this was orchestrated. It looked that way. I mean, it's crazy, but yeah, it was boring. I had some friends over to watch the fight, and we're falling asleep halfway through the fight. It was really bad. From 1 to 5 stars, I give it maybe 1 star because half a star is not available. It's not an option. But it was really disappointing, and the theme now is what is next for Canelo and what is next for Golovkin after this fight. Let's talk first about Golovkin. All right, Golovkin is 40 years old, guys, almost 41, and sincerely, I've been talking about in other episodes here. You can go back and look at some of the other episodes I posted here on YouTube. I've been saying that it was shameful that Canelo chose to fight Golovkin after such a long time, after 5 years almost of making Golovkin wait and age. I mean, it made all sense for him to fight an aging fighter, somebody way past his prime, in order to have some kind of proves his superiority or his legendary status somehow by defeating a 40-plus-year-old pug. You know, it's crazy, and I said it. You know, it was shameful for him not to fight Benavidez, not to fight a top opponent, 168, and it's shameful for the boxing organizations to not enforce their mandatory, the real number one, who should be number one ranked in every single organization, should be Benavidez, number one across the board. All right, and he chose Golovkin, the aging fighter, who he said one time ago that he didn't need anything else to prove. Blah blah blah. You know, I've already accomplished everything. I've defeated Golovkin. There's no need for me to fight. He said it more than 100 times because he was being pressed to fight Golovkin when Golovkin could have given him a run for his money, and he never did. So again. And we're talking about 160 pounds, not 168. It's the first time also for Golovkin to go up to 168. So talking about Golovkin, what I think that he should do would be to actually retire. No, don't fight anymore. You know, it is actually he has accomplished a lot in boxing. When the detractors of Golovkin say, well, he hasn't fought anybody, nobody wanted to fight him. Everybody was avoiding him. So he was a beast when he was in his prime. I believe he should, and a lot of boxers don't understand when it's time to hang him up, and they fight way too many times, way past their prime, and they can get hurt. There's so many examples. I'm not going to enumerate right now some of them, but you all know what I'm talking about. So Golovkin should retire. Should not be the gatekeeper for the 160-pound division. Should hang him up and use that money he received from his I don't know what to call it, from his fight, the rubber match, which was, in my opinion, one of the worst rubber matches in the history of boxing, as far as performance-wise by both fighters, and retire. All right. And if this is a metric to see where Canelo stands right now as far as skill-wise, I would be worried if I were Canelo. And I would be really excited if I was Benavidez, Bivol, Zurdo, or any other guys coming up in that weight class who are willing to challenge Canelo for the supremacy of a 168-pound division. All right? Canelo did not look good, guys. He's gassing out really easy. And somebody said a long time ago, I believe it was Marvin Hagler, it's hard to get up in the morning when you're wearing silk pajamas. That's the problem with Canelo. He is a diva, all right? On a post-fight conference, right after the fight, he was asked about a statement he made about a week ago that he's not fighting Mexicans. He doesn't want to fight Mexicans. And that is ludicrous to say that when Canelo has fought over a dozen Mexicans in his career. He fought Angulo. He fought Josecito Lopez. He fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And I can mention over other dozen or so Mexican heritage fighters who have fought with him. And now, all of a sudden, doesn't want to fight a Mexican? Remember, Benavidez is not Mexican. He's mixed. He was born in the States. I think his mother is from Ecuador and his father's from Mexico. Or was born in the States. It's Mexican descent. But, again, he uses the same line he used with Triple G. Oh, who has he fought? He doesn't deserve it. Blah blah blah. He said, he said, don't be disrespectful towards me by telling me to fight Benavidez. I have achieved everything he has not. All right, and he also said, and why do you ask me to fight a Mexican when I am the face of Mexican boxing? What is that? That's an insult to any other Mexican champion, current Mexican champion, former Mexican champion. There's a lot of other Mexican champions currently right now who are giving Mexico a good name in the sport of boxing. He is not doing that. On the contrary, he's shameful. His actions have been shameful and should be, and most Mexican citizens and Mexican experts in the sport of boxing feel ashamed and disgusted by Canelo's diva antics. So, Canelo, what's in the future for Canelo? And I'll tell you what, and I said it before, and I've said it a lot of times, and a lot of people said I was nuts, that I'm a Canelo hater, that I hate Mexicans when my father was Mexican. I'm Mexican from Mexico, not Mexican from United States, all right? Mexicano de verdad, my father. And I lived in Mexico City for 4 years when I was a kid. And my family, half of my family are Mexican. I love Mexican fighters. I love the Mexican blood. I love the Mexican warrior spirit. I dislike fighters who use their power to get their way, you know, and Canelo has shown that he doesn't respect anybody. He thinks he's above everything. He says now that he's going to fight whoever. He said it, I fight with whoever I want. What happened to the organizations? What happened to all these boxing commissions and telling him, no, you're not going to fight whoever you want. You're going to have to fight this guy. You're going to have to fight Benavidez. And that should be the clamor from all these organizations, should make him either give up the title, give up the belt, or fight Benavidez. That would be the honorable thing to do. But guys, he's a cash cow boxing. That's not going to happen. He's going to get away with, now he says he's got a fractured hand. His hand is, you know, he's going to come with all kinds of excuses like he always does. Canelo is a fighter who is full of excuses, and that's the reason why I don't like him. I don't like them because of that. I don't like boxers that are constantly playing the system, you know, and not fighting the best and claiming that they are the best when they are not. All right. It is obvious he's lost a step or two, and it showed him with the Bebo fight, and he's aware of that. And it showed on Saturday night against an aging fighter like Golovkin. Wasn't able to put him away. All right. So what's next with for Canelo? I'll tell you what's next for Canelo. What's next for Canelo? He's going to retire. And you people are going to say, "Oh, you're crazy." Mark my words. He's sailing into the sunset with all that money. He thinks he has achieved everything. Greatness, legacy, the greatest Mexican fighter, and that's all in his mind. All right, so that's what I believe Canelo's going to do. I've been right about Canelo for many years. I've been saying all these things that are happening. I've been calling them out way before they happen, and they have come to fruition because he is a predictable. Not because I'm the greatest knowledgeable boxing person out there, although I've been, you know, part of the boxing game for decades. It's because it's common sense, guys. Canelo is very predictable. He is threatened by other people. He's threatened by other boxers who have a great chance of dethroning him and actually exposing him and beating him badly and even knocking him out. Benavidez will knock the crap out of Canelo, and I'll put some money down on that. There's no chance Canelo is going to beat Benavidez. There's a slim chance that he's going to beat Bivol. there's a slim chance he can beat Zurdo. And forget about Beterbiev. He has never mentioned, Canelo has never mentioned Beterbiev's name. So that's not going to happen. So who's left at 168? Nobody. Only Benavidez. So he's going to avoid him. He's going to take the rest of the year, maybe next year off, and say, you know, I've been thinking about this. My family, my kids, I want to spend more time. I already dedicated a long time. I'm going to hang him up. That's what he's going to do. So instead of Golovkin retiring, the person who's going to retire after this fight was Canelo. And I called that. And I actually said it in my last episode. So that's funny. That's funny how things happen. But like I said, you know, I'm not a psychic. You don't have to be a psychic to know what his next move is going to be, because he's a very predictable individual. He is an egocentric narcissist who is delusional about his greatness, and who has been able to somehow, let's say, make those people that follow some casuals or people that like boxing, somehow they have been drinking the Canelo Kool-Aid and believe in his greatness. I do not share that opinion. I have a really high bar for greatness in boxing, all right? Because I've been watching boxing all my life. Because I've watched the greats like Hagler, Duran, Hearns, Ali, Joe Frazier, Salvador Sanchez, Wilfredo Gomez. I've seen all these guys in their greatness fight everybody, all right? Canelo has fought mediocre champions, C-level champions, or B- champions. Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders. Who else? Rocky Fielding. They were champions. Paper champions, in my opinion. And the opinion of a lot of people that know. So he's been lucky to fight these guys. Now, he hasn't fought Charlo. He doesn't want to touch Andrade. He doesn't want to fight Benavidez now. He doesn't want to fight Mexicans. So I think he should be stripped of his titles if he doesn't defend against Benavidez, but that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. He's going to retire. He's not going to fight again. And that's my opinion. And that's what I believe he's going to do. And you mark my words. Today, all right, what day is September 19th, 2022. And this is not the first time I say it, guys. I've been saying it for months. He's going to retire. Believe me, he's going to say that. It's not going to surprise me. A lot of Canelo fanboys will say, well, he's the greatest. He's accomplished everything. He deserves it. But those that really want true boxing, who really know the fight game, who's been following this sport for decades, will know that this guy ducked and lost really tight fights against Lara and against Golovkin both times around. So he should have 5 losses in his record. Well, anyway, guys, that's my opinion. This is my rant after the disappointing fight last weekend, this past Saturday. It was truly disappointing. It was truly it was actually boring, to be honest with you. But anyway, those are my 2 cents. Please comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Again, I'm not a hater. I'm just stating the facts, guys. I'm just stating the facts. Not many people like to state the facts. A lot of people are scared to say what they truly think. And we live in a free society where the First Amendment says freedom of speech. All right? We're able to share our thoughts freely. You might not like it, But that's the way I feel. And it's my opinion. But I've been right all along so far about Canelo at least, and about other fights. But anyway, guys, again, like and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook. Please share this with your friends. If you have any comments, I'd like to hear them, whether they're positive or negative. No insults, at least no bad words. You know, you can disagree with my opinion, but let's do it in a respectable manner, guys, all right? So from South Florida, rainy Miami, this Coach Mario from Warriors Pride Boxing Academy and Inside the Ropes. Inside the Ropes with Coach Mario saying goodbye. See you guys later. Talk to you more about boxing. Remember, like, subscribe, comment. God bless you all, and peace.